Hi guys, so today we're going to talk about a fragrance from the second generation Spirit of Dubai collection, and that one is this one over here. So this one is a 5 ml sample of Durra. So Durra is the one with the pearl on the top, and the reason why it has a pearl is because it represents like the mysteries of the sea, the mysteries of the ocean. The scent profile like somewhat matches that description as well. I do have a sample with me which I have been trying out over the last 2 weeks, and I'm going to talk to you about that fragrance today. The reason why I've chosen this one over the others from the whole discovery set is because a lot of you have asked me about this particular fragrance. It just made sense for me to talk about this one first. If you've seen my unboxing videos, then you'll know that this sample came in the larger discovery set, which I got a couple of months ago, I think, and I've got the first generation and the second generation as well. So Durra is actually the second generation sibling of a Bahar from the first generation. So they both basically represent the sea slash the ocean, but they are a little bit different. So we'll talk about that like in another video because I haven't actually tried out a Bahar properly. I've actually got a hand lotion for Bahar as well, and it's really nice. And again, it represents like that oceanic sea-like vibe. But today I'm just going to talk about Durra to you, and then maybe like later on or in a couple of months I might do a comparison between the two. Durra is a super complex fragrance, but overall described as an amber fragrance, which I thought was quite interesting because I had a very 50-50 experience with this fragrance, and I'll explain to you what I mean by that. So this fragrance, like the others in the collection, has a ridiculous amount of notes, but in a positive way. There's literally no point in me telling you what each note is in this fragrance. I'm just going to tell you what I can smell. Because of the complexity, though, people will sense different notes at different times. So this review is based on just my experience. So without spraying it, if I just smell the atomizer, I can sense like the watery sea notes, some florals, and some powdery musk as well. Spray it on my skin. So I'm going to spray a little bit on my skin, and we're going to talk about what I think of this fragrance. So when I spray it, initially in the air, I get musk, and then this is joined by those oceanic sea notes. I also get light spices, light citrus, some florals, some fruity hints. There's just so much going on at once that it's actually quite hard to detect every individual note. The spices start to pick up on my skin after about 5 minutes, and those sea notes start to go down. But the musk is still there, and I also start to get some saffron, some woody vibes as well, which actually pick up more after another 5 minutes. So that I found quite interesting for a fragrance that represents the sea, that it kind of goes into a woody zone. It definitely feels mysterious though, like when you first spray it and as you keep sniffing it as time goes on, it definitely feels very mysterious and it keeps changing. So we're going to talk about that as well. After about 15-20 minutes, it actually becomes more of a woody, spicy, ambery, lightly musky scent with a very small hint of freshness. And those sea notes kind of go into the background and they're not so dominant anymore as they were at the beginning. Projection of this is just incredible, but I'd be disappointed if it wasn't. And also, it's definitely a unisex fragrance, so it's suitable for men and women. So here's the mysterious part and what I meant about 50-50. So 2 hours later, it changed back to an aquatic, seawater, mineral feeling scent, feeling quite pure and clean. Then, like an hour later after that, again, it changed to a woody, ambery, lightly spicy scent. This I found was super, super interesting that it was changing back and forth between the two scents. And this actually lasted for most part of the fragrance journey. Like it just kept changing. So it was bouncing off from like being a woody, ambery, spicy scent and then going to a aquatic, sea, mineralic scent. And then it was going back to a woody scent and then it was going back to a sea scent. So I found that really, really interesting, really, really intriguing as well. At times as well, you would get the musk and then it would just go away, but then it would just come back. So it was very, very complex, very, very interesting. I definitely found Durra to be unpredictable and mysterious as the brand wanted it to be. So even though like on Fragrantica, they described this as a ambery scent, I would describe this as a 50% aquatic and musky scent and 50% amber, woody and spicy scent. This is the easiest way for me to describe the fragrance to you because if I sit here and tell you that I can smell cumin and sandalwood and tobacco and nutmeg, that's not going to mean anything to you because of how much the fragrance actually changes. it doesn't just stick to one particular note for long. And also remember that different notes will react differently on different people's skin depending on your skin chemistry. So with this one, I highly recommend that you try it out first if you like aquatic/woody fragrances. You can't blind buy this because of how much it costs, but also the complexity means that you need to see if you like the scent profile on yourself before you actually spend that much money on it. As I said, from my experience, it was just bouncing off from being aquatic woody, sorry, it was bouncing off from being an aquatic sea scent, watery scent to like a woody, ambery, spicy scent. And I'd be interested to know how other people find this fragrance on their skin. That's basically the best way I can describe it to you without overcomplicating it and just like throwing notes at you that probably won't even mean anything, as I said, because it's just so complex that it's very difficult to detect every individual note. But overall, this is how it is. So it's either a aquatic, watery, mineralic scent, or it's like a woody, ambery, spicy scent. So I quite like this. I like the mysteriousness of it. I don't usually like sea, watery, oceanic scents, so this is definitely new to me. Definitely like the way this has been composed, and I'm amazed by the way it just bounces back and forth between the two scent profiles. So that is Durra, guys. If you have any questions which I haven't answered in this video, then definitely let me know in the comments box below. I hope I've been able to like describe the fragrance to you well enough for you to decide on whether you want to go and try it out. As I said, definitely don't blind buy this because it's very, very complex and you definitely have to see how it goes on your skin before you put so much money into it. You can, of course, get the discovery set direct from the Spirit of Dubai. If you're in the Middle East, then just go to the store and check it out yourself there in person. So after this, my plan is to do a review on Fakama, which is from the first generation. So if you're interested in seeing a review on that, then definitely hit the like button on this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you'll be notified when that review comes out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys soon.